Y'all, it is cold. I'm in Florida. It ain't supposed to be no cold. It ain't supposed to be cold up here. But it is, y'all. Anyway, welcome. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is my first Q&A live stream, so bear with me. I'm coming in here fresh out the box. This is some new stuff for me, but we gonna make it work, okay? All right. So as you all know, I am Miss Complexity. I am the owner of Miss Complexity LLC. Most people know me by Karma, or you can call me Miss Reese. Okay, I am a solution-focused grief therapist. Okay, if you've been watching or have been noticing on my posts, that's all I talk about is trauma healing, healing from past trauma, karmic healing, understanding how to do this not just by yourself but with other people as well. I did learn how to heal, and I did it. I can't really say by myself, but I did not go into therapy or anything like that. I just studied, and I also did a lot of praying because it also put me into spirituality, where I started learning more and more about myself, my family, my friends, and how I had to cut cords and who was who and all that good stuff. So I've been through a lot, and the journey has been fun. In the meantime, you got spirit telling me, well, you need to teach other people how to move. You need to teach other people how to get through this, because a lot of people do not know how to heal, especially the older ones. I mean, people who are older than me don't know how to heal for nothing because they are really stuck in their ways. So they're not really doing that. I'm going to heal, and your young people ain't gonna tell me how to do it type of stuff. You know what I mean? But this is not about healing this time. This is about the myths that people put out there about healing. Like I said, older people who don't really want to heal because they are stuck in their ways. And like, it's something that I always say. I always say that you can only heal yourself. Okay? Only you can heal yourself. You can go to the doctor. They can give you medicines, but them medicines don't heal you. Those medicines only numb the pain. Just like weed, cigarettes, marijuana, drugs and stuff like that. I can say this because I have been one of those people who was numbing the pain. I used to smoke weed like it was no tomorrow. You couldn't come around me unless you had a sack. But I stopped doing all that when I started healing. I stopped being on marijuana. I stopped smoking marijuana. I wasn't a cigarette smoker. I stopped drinking way before I stopped smoking marijuana. And, I started healing myself. I also cut out sex. I know, sometimes it's hard, but I also cut out sex. So I cut out sex, marijuana. I cut out everything that was not benefiting me in order for me to heal inside, mentally and physically, okay? So it does take time. It does take a lot of encouragement, self-encouragement, because like I said, I didn't have anybody, a human that was telling me, you need to do this. It was more like spirit was talking to me more, and I was healing. Anyway, so let's get to this. Myths. We about to be busting the myths about trauma healing. Now, for those of you who do not know, trauma is something that you might have occurred when you were younger, in your childhood. Most of the time it does come from childhood issues, childhood things that you've been through, family issues and things that such. I'm going to say a couple of them. You could have been molested or raped, or you could have been through a natural disaster when you was a young child that left you homeless. You could have been manipulated a lot. You could have been doing things that you didn't know, when you were a child. It just was just horrible things. And sometimes we carry those traumas to our adulthood. Like I said, we don't heal. So we carry these traumas to our adulthood, which happens to spill into our relationships. So sometimes we figure out how come we cannot have a decent relationship, why we keep picking the same men that like to beat on us, or the same women that like to use us, and things like that. It's because we haven't learned our lesson yet. It's because we haven't healed yet from the trauma of the childhood. We might have grew up with parent beating the crap out of our other parent. We might have grew up in a one parent household. We might have grew up when both our parents was in the 80s on that crack epidemic, and we didn't know what to do. We had to fend for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that could trigger trauma in your life. And if you don't understand that, you're going to keep going through the same thing over and over again. I don't know. I know you guys probably can't see with my glasses, but I can't see crap without them. Okay, so one of the major myths that they talk about when we're trying to heal through trauma is healing means forgetting the trauma. I got my notes, so just to let y'all know, I ain't just talking off my head. But healing means that you should forget the trauma. Now, this is something that's really, really cool. I know you probably haven't even thought about it, but for those of you who have, understand this. You don't forget memories, okay? You don't forget that you was abandoned. You don't forget that you was raped. You don't forget that your mom got beat up. Your dad used to beat your mom. Your mom used to have 10 million food in and out the house. You don't forget that you ain't had no food in the refrigerator. You don't forget that kind of stuff. That stuff carries and stays with you forever. Those are memories that you have. This is your life. You lived it. So those are memories that you have. On a second note, you don't forget music either. So let's go back and say you was listening to them 80s break beats, you know what I mean, or whatever was out in the 80s, and the crack epidemic was going on, and your mom and daddy ain't been home for about 2 or 3 days, and you're supposed to forget that when you're healing. That's impossible. That's impossible to forget, because it is something that you went through. This is your life. You're telling me to forget my life. It doesn't work that way. These memories will be with you forever. However, when you heal, you do learn tools and techniques on how to not be triggered by the thought or the memory when that song comes on. Oh dang, I remember, man, I remember back then. You can say that, but you're healed. So you're not going to stay in that frame of thought. You're not going to stay stuck in that 80s mentality that you had when you were a child. You're not going to stay in that mental state. You have now healed, which means that you're not there anymore, So that's a myth that ain't no way. We don't have to stay there. Myth number 2. You have to relive every single moment that was painful when you're healing. Not true. Not true at all. Okay? Like I said, when you're healing, you learn tools and techniques on how to maneuver and navigate through these situations. You don't have to stay there anymore. You don't have to be in that mentality. You don't have to keep that feeling there forever anymore because you're healed. I heard somebody say, okay, I was online Instagram, and somebody said, you don't heal. You don't really heal. You just carry the burdens and stuff them down deep. Okay, I don't believe in that. I don't see that at all. You heal. You stuffing them down deep will only just keep them there. And when that situation or something that reminds you of that situation trigger you, it's gonna come right back up, and that means that you haven't healed. Okay? If you cannot stay away from the situation or learn how to navigate away from it or learn how to maneuver it, you're gonna go right back to being the same thing that you was when it first started. So I don't believe in that. I know who said it, but I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want him to think I be clocking his daggone posts and stuff. You know how people be getting. But I seen it and I was just like, that's not true. Anyway, that's not true. That's a myth. It's a myth. You don't have to relive anything when you have healed because you know how to navigate. You know how to maneuver from it. You're like, dang, I remember that. That's sad. I remember when I felt that way. And keep it moving. Myth number 3. Trauma healing happens quickly. You can heal fast. Man, when you get a cold, you can't heal from a cold fast. I don't care how many NyQuil pills, oranges, and grapefruit you drink or eat. You don't heal, and you should heal at your own pace, okay? Simple healing at your own pace. No matter how long it takes, you need to take your time, tiny steps, in order to actually heal completely. Don't rush it. If you rush it, you're gonna regret. If you rush anything, and I'm serious about this, if you rush anything, you're gonna okay, something somewhere is gonna happen, something somewhere is gonna mess up some kind of way, okay? You do not rush into anything. So when you're healing, you should take your time. When you're healing, it's not something that happens overnight. It takes years. It took me 4 years to heal. And I'm still healing. It's an ongoing thing. So, yeah, that's a myth that's a bunch of bull crap and lies. Myth number 4. Trauma healing means you have to do it alone. Now, if that was true, I wouldn't be sitting right here trying to talk to y'all about healing. It make no daggone sense. You don't have to do it alone. I did it alone only because, excuse me, it's a long story and I don't want to talk about it, but I healed alone because everybody else was still trying to bring me and keep me in the state of mental F-up. So I had to heal alone. I had to do it alone. And I really didn't do it alone. I did it with the help of the Most High God Creator. A lot of people are like, you don't believe in Him because I'm spiritual. Bull crap. I believe in the Most High God Creator no matter what. I'm not gay. I don't believe in Antichrist. I don't believe in none of that stuff. I believe in the Most High God Creator. Okay? Just because I read tarot cards and stuff like that and I'm spiritual does not mean I don't believe in the Most High God Creator. So that's the one who helped me through all of this. Healing and everything. So you don't have to do it alone. There are therapists out there that are willing to talk to you, counselors, mentors like myself, who are willing to help you navigate through the healing process so that you don't feel alone, so that you can do this and actually get it done. And a lot of times, I want to say this to the men, because a lot of times the men feel as if they can't or they shouldn't, because they're supposed to be seen as men and not weak. You are human, okay? Which means you have emotions, okay? You can get angry, you can be happy, you can even shed some tears. Don't let society tell you who you need to be, because society is all screwed up. Am I correct? Society is all screwed up. So don't let nobody tell you who you should be. Be who you are, okay? If you feel that you need help, go get that help. You don't be walking around here like you think you know everything, because, honey, don't nobody in this whole entire universe know anything but the Most High God Creator. Something that one of my exes, something that my daughter's father told me. This is a story, real quick. He said there was this person that wanted to learn so much. They wanted to learn everything. I thought he was talking about me, because I always wanted to learn everything. But they wanted to learn everything. They put her in a room of nothing but books. She read every last one of those books, all the books in the world, and she still was hungry and thirsty for more knowledge. There was nothing else for her to learn. Was she stupid or was she dumb? You are constantly learning something every single day, okay? You do not know everything. You can't know everything. You are not the Most High God Creator, because they decided that they wanted to know everything. We got kicked out of the garden, so we'll never know everything. We used to know everything, but because we got kicked out of the garden, we ain't gonna never know everything, okay? So don't be the big D energy, the man that's so boastful, the one that know everything, because you don't know everything. Nobody's gonna know everything. Get the help that you need, okay? Whether it's through therapy secretly, or a friend to talk to, or a mentor, a counselor, whatever. Get the help that you need, and don't walk around here acting like you know everything and stuffing down your emotions, trying to please the world. Myth number 5, the final myth. Once you heal, you'll never go back, and you'll never have to struggle, and you'll always be happy-go-lucky. That is a bunch of crap. Like I said, not every day is beautiful. Some days you get triggered. Some days things happen and you remember where you was. Okay? You remember what caused you to be traumatized. You remember. Okay? Memories do not fade, especially if those memories are connected to some sort of music. And in my life, music is everything. So if you was to play something and I'd be like, oh, dang, the memories. I remember that. Oh. And I'll feel it. But once that song goes away, I'm back to be whoever I was, and we done with that. You feel me? So, yes. The 5 myths, which are not really true, are healing means forgetting the trauma. That is a myth. You're not going to forget because it's a memory. Myth number 2, you have to relive every moment. You don't have to relive every moment because you have the tools to navigate now when you're healed. Myth number 3, trauma healing happens quickly. No, it doesn't. You heal at your own pace. If you go too fast, you're going to screw up something. Myth number 4, trauma healing means you have to do it alone. You do not have to do it alone. You have mentors, therapists, counselors, people out there that's willing to help you and guide you through this healing process. And myth number 5, once you heal, you're always going to be happy. You're never going to have to feel this way again. You don't. But you're not completely healed when you don't remember. Okay? But you can remember, just don't stay stuck in that mentality. So, I hope y'all learned a little something. And for the older people, get some help. Learn how to heal, please, because you are damaging your bloodline because you're not trying to heal and change. I'm not telling you that you have to keep up with the Joneses, but I am telling you that you need to heal from yourself. Forgive people, heal from what has happened to you. Stop badgering the slavery days in other people's head because they didn't go through that. They didn't have to go through that. They didn't go through what you went through. You can't be upset because they didn't do it the way you wanted them to do it because this is the way. No. Things are different in every generation, okay? So you have to learn how to heal yourself, have to learn how to accept things for what they truly are and keep it moving. You feel me? Woo, I'm talking. So if you're interested in healing and wanting to heal a little bit, let me see what I got here for y'all. This is a free book that I have, okay? It's clear and simple, it's easy, it's free. You do not have to pay for it. All you have to do is go to my website and download it for yourself. You can start the healing process. There's no need for you to have to spend money or anything like that. You know what I mean? Just start healing and doing what's best for you. You feel me? So I hope you guys can see it. I don't know how that works, but I hope you guys can see it. But it is my free healing workbook. You can do it at your own pace. You don't have to rush through it. It's helpful and beneficial to all of you. Whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you've been in a relationship, having issues and problems like that. If you love yourself enough, you will take the time out to try and heal yourself and your lineage. Because once you heal, you're going to be able to see things differently, know things are different, and then you're going to pass that mess down to your family, your kids, grandkids. If you don't have kids, you'll find a way to talk to somebody else about it. It's going to help somebody else. Each one teach one is the name of the game, okay? So, check it out. Go to my website, www.misscomplexity.llc.com. Download the workbook. Take it home. You can print it out, take it home. It's a PDF. You can go ahead and do whatever you need with it. It is free. And it is very helpful. So, whoo. This was supposed to be 20 minutes long, but at 25 minutes we enjoyed it. Like I said, this is my first time out here. If you guys want to see or hear any more about healing, and if you have any questions, I am open to any questions. Start typing them in. If not, then that's cool. You can leave it under the post or whatever have you not. And I'll get back to you with some answers. Alrighty. So next week we will be talking about triggers and how they are formed and how we can navigate through them as we've healed. So y'all just keep on watching, y'all just keep on talking and believing in Miss Complexity here, because she's here to help you. It's not all about money for her, it's about healing and seeing the positive of our people rising up and doing the best that we can. But if you ain't about that life, then you need to get the heck off my channel, because that's not the life for you, and you can't grow with us. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next time. Be sure to check me out. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I think that's it. Oh, and Snapchat. Yeah. So check me out if you want any tips and pointers on healing childhood trauma. I'm here for you. Alrighty? Alright, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. As always. Juicy!